Okay, so thank you for being with us, Jennifer and Anita. I will present you now. Okay, so here with us, Jennifer Dunham Atkins and Anita Thaler, the editors of the book Customized Change, co-producing gender equality knowledge in science and research. This is the product of the Change Project, which we'll discuss shortly. Jennifer Dunham Atkins, graduate social scientist, is senior researcher at the chair of technology and organization at the Institute of Sociology at RWTH Aachen University in Germany. Her research focuses on gender and intersectionality research, as well as higher education and organizational research, each with a strong theory-practice connection. He is currently responsible for the process support and evaluation of 2 Horizon 2020 projects of the EU Commission, which deal with the institutionalization of gender equality plans in science and research institutions. In addition, Jennifer Dunham Atkins has been appointed as the German representative of the Management Committee of the Coast Action Voices. Dr. Anita Thaler is researcher at IFZ Interdisciplinary Research Center for Technology, Work and Culture in Graz, Austria. She has studied psychology, education science, and women's and gender studies, and is a certified work psychologist. Anita Thaler heads the research area Gender, Science and Technology and the working group Queer STS, and is the Austrian representative of the Management Committee of the Coast Action Voices. Her research analyzes mutual interactions of science, technology, and society with a focus on transition and learning processes towards sustainability and social gender justice. Besides her research in the field of gender and technology, she's also lecturer at the University of Graz and Alpen Adria Universität Klagenfurt. In 2007, she received the Gabriele Possaner Award from the Austrian Federal Ministry of Science and Research for her dissertation titled Professional Aim Women Engineer, Gender in Engineering Education. In 2021, she received the Kate Leichter Promotion Prize for Women's Studies, Gender Studies and Equality in the World of Work, donated by the Federal Ministry of Education, Science and Research. Thank you,
Well
Jennifer
done.
and Anita, for being with us.
Thank you.
Let us begin. The Change Consortium consists of different countries in many aspects. We are very diversified in this project. Could you characterize main communalities and differences between the countries in regards to the issue of gender equality?
I think when we take a look at the team of Change, you can immediately see that we took some challenging countries in terms of gender equality. So you could, for instance, take a look at the Gender Equality Index, the Global Gender Equality Index, and have a look at where are our countries. And the winners in these indexes are always in the north of Europe, so Iceland, etc., Norway. But we have in our group, we have a top 10 candidate, and it's Germany again. So Germany is always either in the top 10 or around the top 10. But all the others are more in the middle of the European field, I would say. So we have Austria 21st, Portugal is 29th place, Slovenia is 39th. This sounds not so good, but there are 146 countries, so then it's not so bad. And in all these countries, we have as the last one from our group, the Slovak Republic with the 67th place. And what do you think? Where is Israel?
I don't know. Is it there?
It is there. It is on the 6th place. So number 60. It is number one in education. It's number one actually in education.
Yeah. But
right
in politics,
you name it.
Do better.
Oh, you can do really better, yeah.
In the last 2 decades, there have been many EU projects to promote gender equality, yet the quantitative measures suggest only minor improvement in women's representation in research and innovation. In your opinion, what is the unique contribution of change compared to other, as we call them, sister projects? And generally speaking, when and how will we achieve the expected impact of all these important EU projects?
The EU started really putting emphasis on gender equality plans around 10 years ago, and I think 2012 it was when gender equality and gender mainstreaming were really defined as priority of the one of the 6 priorities for the European research area. And that was also the time when they started to fund coordination and support actions like change for implementing gender equality plans. So the design of gender equality plans, tailor-made measures in each institutions, focusing on research institutions and research performing institutions also. And when I think there were numbers until 2020 or something like that, there were 18 consortia who have been funded to implement gender equality plans. And I have to look on the detailed numbers now because I can't remember it. And so it was a total budget of around nearly 44 million euros who were putting into this kind of initiatives. And in total, until 2020, 168 participating institutions were involved, and which makes up to 130 public research institutions, and they have received also 78% of the budget. So it's a huge number. And this was in place around 8 years, I would say, until the European Commission really decided that we will have JEPs as eligibility criterion for public institutions. So that's already a huge impact out of these projects, because they proved, okay, if we want to achieve institutional change inside research performing organizations, we need to have equal working atmospheres, working conditions, equal for men and women, emphasizing on that inside these institutions. So they saw it works. A gender equality plan can be a tool for achieving institutional change.
We need a policy, we need money, we need monitoring on the level of policy making and research funding. And then I think the things come into place. What we learned, that it is so important to take people along with you on the journey. So we need people from top management. Managers should be on board, and also we need people from all the different levels, from all the different disciplines. So this is what we mean by co-creation. Listen to what they're telling you. What are their problems? What are their challenges? And sometimes we have to adapt. And talking about gender equality can mean talking about work-life balance issues. It can also mean talking about diversity. It can be talking about parental leave. The Israeli case was really the perfect case study for this. You enhance the gender category by adding other diversity categories. So you already did that, what we are doing now in the European Union more widely, or what we're planning to do. You already did that, and you included so many people with your very clever idea of having this transfer agent network.
Yes.
And you did all those really important research studies, small scale studies, but with that you could include people with their research fields. I think it was really very, very cleverly done. It's like we had in mind, but we couldn't say how you could do it in Israel, and you did it in a way where when we took a look at it at the end, we said, wow, that's what we thought it could look like in the best times. Yeah, so you really did it.
Yeah.
So okay, so I hope we will have some more occasions, happy occasions.
We will
Yeah,
keep you
I'm
posted.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you so much.